A good chair is really expensive, but really, really important for your health, especially when you're gaming for multiple hours like I am, or doing video editing, or you're sitting at your job most of the day. That stuff really starts to add up. So when OdinLake reached out and asked if I wanted to check out one of their chairs, I was 100% completely down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna unbox this bad boy, we're gonna set it up because I don't think the actual chair fits inside this box as is. I'll sit in and share some of my first impressions, and then on top of that, I'm going to daily drive it for a few days, and then we'll get a little bit more of an in-depth review and see how it stacks up to the chair that I have right now. So inside the box, you'll find 5 more boxes, one of which has gloves, which is kind of a nice touch, an instruction manual, and a toolkit with extra hardware, so you have everything you need to set up. You also have the back, the seat, the base, and the headrest all individually wrapped and bubble wrapped on top of that. And assembly is pretty easy. It took me 15 to 20 minutes to put together. You just go from the bottom to the top, starting with the wheels, placing those into the base, then you got the gasket in the base, put the seat on, both the armrests, then you put the back on, which surprisingly the back secured or snaps into place and then it holds itself there, which makes screwing the 4 screws into the bottom of it way easier than I anticipated. I thought I'd have to hold it up with one hand while trying to finagle the screws in the other. So that was a nice surprise while I was building it. Once that's on, you just put the bag rack on with some screws and then slide the headrest in and you are all done. The materials consist of a mix of vinyl, you got like foam padding for the armrest, plastic, and an aluminum frame, and there are several different adjustments that you can make to this chair that I'll be demonstrating momentarily. So first impression sitting in it, it is pretty comfortable, I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I think is the most important for me is that there is this headrest, which is nice, which I really wish my current chair had, but most importantly, I'm pushing back on the tightest setting, it does not move. Now, a lot of chairs will have a backrest and it'll still, let's see if I loosen this up a little bit. Oh, how do you do this? Okay, it just took me a while to figure out that the lever's right here. I'm dumb, but so let me push this down. See, most chairs, you know, when you want to lean back, this leans back. This is how far it goes. It comes back up. It's actually pretty nice, but you have the option to lean back. You know, you're chill. You're gonna be gaming here, blah, 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 or you're in a meeting, blah, 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 blah. When you go back to the upright position, you can, you know, where's the button? Push it up. There we go. So you lock that in, and this is actually locked. It stays upright, which I love because it forces you to have good posture and sit up straight. I mean, this would be me sitting up straight, but at least I can lean back a little bit and sit up straight. Now I have this headrest too, because without the headrest on my current chair, my head just kind of goes back and I kind of have to lean forward a little bit. So now I can like have a straight back almost, you know. Another video that I made, a lot of people ask about this feature. So this is really nice that I can confirm that this locks in place. This is already a big W for this chair, and I might actually end up switching to this because this is awesome. So with that said, there are several adjustments you can make to this chair. And now let me get up so I can show you what they are. The first is that on the back here, you have this headrest. Now the headrest can go up and down. I will need to make this, I will need to adjust this later because it needs to go up a little bit. I'll probably leave it here. So you can do that, and then you can kind of, there's a screw down here that you can tighten and adjust to actually lock that in place. The headrest also will go up and down. So you kind of grab it by the side and you can tilt it up like that. It goes all the way down like that. And that actually should, it's like loose enough where it will move with your head kind of naturally. The backrest also has a little bit of adjustment too. So you can pull this up and it goes up that much, and then you pull it up and it goes back down. So you can make little small adjustments like that based on your back. I will be fine tuning this in a little bit, but that's how that works. Other things, yes. So on the back here, there is a lower lumbar support. This may not show too well at this angle, but you push it. I can see a little movement. You probably feel this more in the chair, but you can see kind of adjust the lower lumbar, which is one of the more important things for my back personally. You know, probably make that adjustment when you are in the chair. So when you are sitting, the armrests do go up. There's a little like trigger down here, which you pull up, and you can pull the armrest up and down. The armrest will also swivel in and out, which is nice. They go backwards and forwards, so you can see boom, boom. And then lastly, they do go kind of horizontally here, a few adjustments. So you can make those fine tunings to those. Again, we went over the backrest, lock it in nice and straight, which is nice. Then you and go all the way back. On the right side here, there is a tension knob that I later discovered you can tighten it so much so that when you lean back, it won't even go back without using a lot of force. You can even lay all the way back with this tension up really high, and then if you totally relax, you'll actually be brought back up to like a 1/3 recline or even a neutral position, which is pretty neat. You also have 2 more adjustments to talk about. So you can move the seat up and down, pull. So this one you push down to unlock it, which is nice. And these 2 you pull up, which is nice. So when you want to go up, you got to pull it up and then raise the chair. And now I feel like in school and I'm not tall enough, my feet don't touch the ground. Well, I haven't sat in a chair like this forever where I can dangle this. And then the other lever here is to move the seat frontwards and backwards, so make your adjustments like that. One other feature I noticed too is this locking mechanism to go into the recline mode. Some chairs you hit this and it'll automatically just throw out. If you have like some pressure already lean, so I'm like sitting back, I'm actually supporting this. If you click this down, it actually doesn't just automatically fall back and you could like lose your balance. You have to get up and you'll hear a little click. I don't know if the mic will pick it up. There, hear that, and then it'll go into recline mode. So it has like a safety lock, I'll call it, which is actually kind of nice. And man, boy, oh boy, is this comfy. I actually really like how this feels. It's not just like the things leaning backwards and I'm throwing my back out of whack. It's actually like my whole body is being supported. I feel supported right now. Like I'm in like, you know, you go on like a theme park and there's like a ride where you're supposed to sit back. You like feel like you're actually like in a cockpit of a space shuttle or something like that. It's not just like, oh, I'm just leaning back and I don't know, that's the best I can explain it. So it's been well over a week of me using this chair, and I'm really liking this chair to the point of saying that if you are thinking about getting this, I think you should pull the trigger. There's only one concern that I have, but other than that, I've been doing side-by-side comparisons using, you know, this chair for a couple hours, my old chair for a couple hours. I use this for a day, switch back and forth, and this OdinLake is just so comfortable. I mean, like this 3-section bracket backing thing isn't marketing. It's actually really comfortable, whether I'm trying to sit up straight or if I'm going to be a little bit more relaxed or upright, or if I'm going all the way reclined like this. They call it the live motion lumbar auto tracking system, and it's supporting me whenever, like whatever position I'm in this chair, I feel supportive. My old chair, I always have this pressure up in my like upper mid back area right about here, and the OdinLake, I just don't feel much pressure in any part of like my upper body or my back or my glutes or anything like that, supporting my entire body. In the lower level, okay, the one thing you should know is the lower lumbar support is very, very supportive. It's actually so supportive that I had it adjusted wrong. It was actually causing discomfort in my lower back where my slip disc actually is. I'm kind of close to the mic there, it might be a little hot. So if you do end up getting this, make sure you adjust things well and are tweaking it over time, because especially that lower lumbar support, it will like stick into your back and cause some discomfort. When you have it actually adjusted right, it's perfect. The only concern I have for that, so everything about this chair I'm loving. The only concern I have about it is the longevity of the chair, because I've been using this for a week. I don't know how it's gonna hold up in a year. Only time will tell. The only reason I bring that up is because knowing this is a bit more budget friendly option of a chair. I mean, it's still expensive, but I've never had a all mesh chair before, so I don't know if like the material will hold up over time or if it'll start sinking. It's very breathable and comfortable. That's just the one thing I personally can't vouch for, because I haven't had the chair for that long and I can't see a couple years into the future. If I were to bet, I think it will last. I just wanted to throw that out there to be transparent with y'all, because other than that, I mean, I'm again liking everything about this chair. I don't really have anything that bad to say. So thank you, OdinLake, for sending me out. I think I have a new chair that I'm gonna be rocking on the daily. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helped. And make sure you hit that like button, consider subscribing. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.